Welcome to VCNN, the Vindicator News Network. I am your host, the Vindicator. Thanks for joining me for another serving of Vending News. Before I get into today's segment, I have some advice for you. Call your local university and inquire about this contract. Let them know you will handle everything, the machine, maintenance, and all the products. They will not have anything to worry about.
You might run into a vending machine that carries contraception. There's a bill in the state legislature that would require all public universities to have that available. Our Helena Sepulveda joins us now to tell us more about this increasing access to contraception. Helena?
Yeah, the New York Birth Control Access Project, a nonprofit organization that kind of focuses on training reproductive justice advocates, is already working to get that access on public campuses across the state. So far, they've worked with student advocates on several public university campuses to make birth control and contraceptives more accessible. Students like Emery Taylor and Elena Starr remember the overturn of Roe v. Wade vividly and the emotions that came with it.
I just felt defeated. I was enraged. I felt at a loss.
It's something that, growing up, I didn't even have to think about because it was always there, and it was something that, my mother had access to, and now I'm fighting for rights that my mother and grandmother had.
Now seniors at the University at Buffalo, they are fighting for those rights through the New York Birth Control Access Project, also known as NYBCAP.
My first experience with NYBCAP was actually Albany Day, where I did legislative lobbying for B campuses with Emergency Contraception Act.
In New York, private campuses have had contraceptive access for a long time, and now with the help of New York Birth Control Access Project, we're trying to increase vending machines on campus.
The Emergency Contraception Act would require each institution within the State University of New York and the City University of New York to have at least one vending machine with emergency contraception available. The University at Buffalo is one of 7 public universities in New York with emergency contraception offered in vending machines.
Students can now access them at their college campuses. They can go to a vending machine on campus and get it either for free. On some campuses, it's for free. In some campuses, we have been able to get it for a low cost.
NYBCAP brings information to the schools that can help them choose a vending machine company to contract with, and the school then pays the company for their services. If the campuses with Emergency Contraception Act were to pass, it would also require the same payment structure, unless the governor were to include funding for these vending machines in the state budget that could help offset costs for the schools. But cost isn't the only obstacle, something pharmacy student Morgan Van Burenfest knows well.
There are over 1 million reproductive deserts in New York, so having the availability of the emergency contraceptive and vending machines on campus increases access for so many people.
For some members of NYBCAP, it is that lack of access that motivates their work.
Back then, I felt helpless. I wasn't sure what I could do. I was 18 years old. But now as 21, I feel powerful in my abilities to advocate for these policies.
Now again, this legislation would require schools to pay for these vending machines themselves. We did reach out to the State University of New York system to see what this would mean given current economic factors they're facing, but we did not yet receive a response.
All right, certainly something to keep an eye on as this session moves forward in Albany. Helena Sepulveda. Helena, thank you.